The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. To the air again, Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd down and goal. Herbert and looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats, because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
Nope.
Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On the counter, here's Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He sets up the screen to Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 5 yards remain on second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy is on fire.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him 1 more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have, all right, folks eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Jones. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
What was that, Russ?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyler Lockett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on top here as they come up on a 1st and 10, trying to make amends for that lost week at the hands of Seattle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Herbert. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyler Lockett, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards use the short field of their shin for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3.
Back, get themselves reasserted and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. That's going to be caught by Coulter. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Here's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Carr. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
On 1st down, Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And Carr's throw taken in by Coulter. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Carr. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Carr now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They stop it for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
31's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 31's the mic. Right here. 18 rep.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Kittle. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing.
Touchdown 49ers. Isaiah Coulter, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup, because you've gone from